What is gwan, peeps? What is gwanin? It's Valerie's Naturals Oracles. Grand Rising, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. And I thought, instead of just putting a recording up, I thought, let me go live today. And then you'll get both. And if you're around, you can actually comment. Let me know how you're thinking about it. So I thought, let me just do that today. Can you? I want you to see the cards, not necessarily me, because it's a Sunday, and I just definitely don't want to show my face at the moment. I've got on my scarf, but I'm just thinking, should I go live on TikTok as well? I don't know. But let's just see how I feel. So I'm going to get a card out for the collective just to see the overall energy, and then we're going to do my favorite spread. And if I feel like it, I might do an extended, but that extended will probably go on my Patreon. So if you're not on my Patreon, why not? I do members only. I do exclusive as well for people that are subscribed over on my Patreon. And subscription over there is completely different from subscription over here, let me tell you. So that's the only place where I do readings, A, and B. That's the only time you get me contacting you instead of the other way around. Pick up yourself, collective soul. Let's do, folks. Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance, guides, beloved ancestors who love us unconditionally. Please give us the message as above, so below, so within, so without. Please give us the clarity and understanding we need for the collective right now. So a card just flew out there, so I'm going to read that. Now, if you've not been here long enough, my spirit guides a gangster, and because of that, flyouts for me are just notes, but I pick where I'm guided to draw from, and that is the message. So this is what I'm doing right now. So I've got one that flew out, so that's a side note, but the other one is what Spirit wants you to know. So I just start with that, and then I'm going to do my favorite spread. So let's see what dropped out. So embrace your life purpose. I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes you heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. I had this conversation last week on my TikTok live. I said exactly that. We shouldn't, in this lifetime, we should be doing things that we feel drawn to, that we're excited about, that makes us excited to get out of bed in the morning, as opposed to doing something just for the money, because it's just soul destroying. Do you know what I mean? So that is the one that dropped out. So I hate to think what this one is. It says, your vibration is rising. Do you know, I see a message here already. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You are evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. And that's partly because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You get what I'm giving, collective, big up on yourself. That's a crazy message. So, with that message inside, I'm going to put that message aside. I'm going to put that to one side because I really am here today to do a reading for the collective. And I'm going to do my favorite spread. You know what my favorite spread is? It's about what your person is feeling, how they're thinking, what they want to tell you, what it is about, what is going on with them. And do you know what's at the bottom of the deck immediately? The seven of swords. Somebody with the stabbation, trickeration, jugulation. And the second card is the king of swords. Somebody who's just a strategist, who's probably strategizing some trickery as we speak. I'm not going to sit on that. I'm not going to talk on that. I hope not. But I'm going to get five cards out initially, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay. So the five cards tells the story, and then we'll clarify them if we need to. Okay. So Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance, guides, beloved ancestors who love us unconditionally. Please give me the message as above, so below, so within, so without. Please give me the clarity and understanding we need for the collective right now. So here goes the five cards. So the first card is how this person is currently feeling. Okay. The second card is what is actually influencing those feelings. Okay. And the third card is what their secret intention is. Or it could even be their secret block, what is stopping them. But it's a secret. The fourth one is the expectation, how they're thinking it's really going to go. Do you know what I mean? And the last card is the possible outcome. So as you can see, it makes a star. So let's find out, collective. I'm just as anxious as you are. Let's find out what the hell is going on. Let's see. So the very first card, somebody, the Nine of Wands immediately. The Nine of Wands. Oh, I'm big up on herself. This person is stressed. They're on their last legs. I want him one. Tell me go ahead. Why is the Seven of Wands here for this person? What's influencing this Seven of Wands? This will tell us a whole different story. See, now we know how they're feeling at the moment. Somebody's feeling stressed on their last legs. Are they going through stuff? That could tell a whole story. So, what is influencing that? What is influencing that? Love. Love, 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 dun, 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 love, love. We got some cards to clarify, people. Why is this stressing this person out? Do you know, immediately I'm getting this story of somebody who it's almost like they don't know how to approach you, but that could change, when we do the actual clarifications. But this is somebody on their last leg, and it could also tell the story of somebody who went in the wrong direction and now wants to start again with you, collective. But what is this secret emotion, secret block, secret intention? Let's find out, collective. So here's what we got. We got the Six of Wands in reverse. They're not winning where they are. You can't make this up. It's not often cards come out in reverse for me. But somebody, here's the story. Somebody is burdened. They're feeling the loss of you. They want to approach you, but they don't think that they're going to get anywhere. This is their secret. The secret is that they feel like they're not going to get anywhere with this situation, collective. Oh my goodness. What is the expectation, though? What is the expectation? Let's find out that you're going to see them as the devil. Do you know what this could also mean? And we're going to clarify this. This could also mean that this person is trapped by their circumstances, or they're in this STD mode. I'm not taking to talk about sexually transmitted disease. I'm talking about they've had sexually transmitted demons, or they've done this, or they've got a demon on their back. Whatever this is, we're going to find out because we're going to clarify. So, what is the actual possible outcome of this situation? Let's find out. That you're going to say hell to the no. You're going to put a death to this situation once and for all. You're going to say no. This kind of like, this by itself could tell a whole story, but we're going to clarify these. Here's what I've got here. Somebody's burdened by a love situation. They feel like they're not going to win in this situation. They feel like it's going to be a failure. And that's their secret. That's what their secret emotion. The secret blockage is they don't think they're going to win. And it's because you see them as the devil. You see them as the devil. What else is coming out here? But the possible outcome is you're going to kill this for good. Because this card always symbolizes somebody coming out of a drama, resting up from that drama, learning the lesson from that drama, then going back into the throw, knowing better about the situation. But do you see them resting on their laurels, resting and saying, nah, it's crazy. That's crazy, people. So let's clarify some of these cards. So why is this person feeling burdened? Please give me the message, Spirit. Please tell me, why is this person in this burdened state? Why? What is this here? Why is this here? What is the burden all about? Please tell us, Spirit. Because of the choices they made, the procrastination. Because sometimes choices is not only about choices. Sometimes it's about standing still because they've got so many choices. It causes procrastination. But procrastination is still a choice. Do you know what I mean? This is somebody either procrastinating, saying, I'm not going to do nothing about it. This is what's called the burden. Or they made choices. And we're still going to find out. I'm going to draw the next card and let us know exactly what this is. One more card, Spirit. Please tell me one more card. Yeah. Trickery. You can't make this up. This is what was at the bottom of the deck. Spirit knows what cards for me to draw. Let me tell you something. This person thought by holding back, they thought that they was going to win. They was using some kind of strategy that backfired on them. Do you know what I mean? And it could even be the choices that they made. There's one of two things here. Either they held back, or they made a choice, and the choice was to be thought they could be tricky with you, and they said hell to the no. And that's what's burdening them. But what was the trickery about? I'm going to get one more card to find out what the trickery was about. Them pretended to be something they wasn't. You see, this King of Wands. The King of Wands is a step down from the Emperor, and the Emperor is always about somebody that you thought was trustworthy, but they tricked you. This person made you feel like that they was a trustworthy person, but they chose something or went in another direction, and it was nothing but lies. You see the trickeries and the lies? The trickeries and the lies. Wow. And now this is what their burden is all about. This is what this person's burden is all about. Pick up yourself, collective. This is gonna get deep. Oh my gosh. So this is why this person is burdened. But why is this Ace of Cups the influence on this situation? Why is this the influence? Big up on the self collective. This is going to get really deep. Why is this the influence? Let's find out, shall we? So, why is the cup here? They thought that you was blind and deaf to the situation. Let me get one more card out and we're really going to see what's going to go down. Yeah, but things moved on. I'm really getting that this person made no choice and they thought they were smart being making that choice because they believed that they could always come back to this. And now you're blind and deaf to their situation and you're not interested anymore. You're just not interested. Time has moved on and you know, you're not interested anymore. Do you know what I mean? Time, 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 time. They let pass you see karma. Collective, here's the story. Somebody, here's the story so far. Somebody is really burdened about their actions. And you know what their actions was? They pretended to be somebody they wasn't. And that was part of the treachery. Okay. But what's influencing their burden now is that they can't come close to you. They waited too long. You're now blind and deaf to this situation. And that's their karma. That's their karma. That you no longer care. You've moved forward with your life and you no longer care. Oh, this is getting deep, collective. I want to know exactly what the karma was, though. We might explore that later. But this is this person's secret intention. This is this person's secret intention or secret blockage or secret, full stop. And the secret is that they know they're not going to win in this situation. But why did they think that? Let's give a card. Let's get a card out. Why did they think that? Big up on herself because you're standing on business. Because you're standing on business. One more card, Spirit. Why are you standing on business? Yeah, you literally turned your back on this situation. This person knows they're not going to win. You can't make this up. This person knows they're not going to win. And you know why they're not going to win? Because you're standing on business as the Queen of Swords. You said I'm cutting, deleting, karate, chopping, giving the 1-2. And this is why this person will never win in this situation because they did the wrong thing in the first place. They did the wrong. They did all this trickery and nonsense behind your back. I'd love to know what they did behind your back. We might just explore that. But let's move on from that because that's deep. So far, we've got somebody who made the wrong choice. They appear to be trustworthy. They appeared to be your person. But really, they were tricking you. The mask slipped. Was this a narcissistic situation? They're now thinking about the love, the love you once had, but you're now blind and deaf to that. You've moved forward and it's causing their karma. This is their karma of you moving forward. They know secretly that they're never going to win in this situation. They're never going to win in this situation because you're standing on business and you turn your back, get them. Big up yourself, collective. But this is the expectation that you're going to see them as the devil. But let's get some clarification as to why this card is here exactly. Let's find out. Big up on yourself, collective. So here's the first card. Regret. 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 Is it you regretted or them? Let's find out. Yeah. So here's what it is. You see them as the devil because this person appeared to be good news, but in actual fact, it was lacking. And this is where the Seven of Swords comes in. It was lacking in all sorts of things. Do you know what I mean? One more card, Spirit. One more card. Yeah. This is them behind your back. They thought they won the battle, but they win the war? Do you know what I mean? This is somebody is now appearing to be the expectation is you see them as the devil because they pretended to be something they wasn't. That's coming out again. Do you know? And really, they were doing all sorts of nonsense behind your back. Was they gossiping? Was they chatting your business? Was they telling people about you? And now these people are not even there anymore because here comes the lack. Here comes the lack. These people are not even there. Do you know these people that they were slugging you off to? These people are not even around anymore. Do you know what I mean? And this is why this person is never going to win in this situation. What else is coming out here? Big up on yourself, collective. The last card, which is the possible outcome, is you putting this to rest. You putting this to rest. But why? Why did you go there? Let's go deep and find out why. Let's go find out why. Because there was nothing but stress to you. There was nothing but stress to you. There's a lot of swords in this reading today. A lot of air. Yeah, they pretended to offer you this cup. Or they might eventually try and come back and actually try and apologize. But like I like to say, these people are going through karma, so they do these things because the karma is running deep, collective. Big up on yourself. So one more card, yeah, because you're the truth and the light. Here's the story, collective. Because that's the possible outcome. The possible outcome is that you saw them as too much stress. They can offer their cup and all they want, but without accountability and the truth, Ruth, it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Here's the story, collective. Somebody is going through stress, who's burdened on their last legs because they made a choice, and the choice was to appear to be something they wasn't to you. And that was part of the deception, that was part of the lies. They're now thinking about the love that, because here's what I'm getting for you, collective. This is somebody who knew who you was to them. You was nothing but kind, caring. You was a giver, which is a bad thing sometimes. A giver is a bad thing because all this person is going to do is take, 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 take. But the problem for them is now that you are blind and deaf to their situation. You move forward, and by you moving forward, it calls karma. It calls their karma. Well, I've still got so many questions. Here's what their secret emotion is, or their secret intention. They know they're not gonna win on this situation because you're standing on business now. In fact, you turn your back, get them. You turn your back, get them. Big up on the South Collective and hear what else is going on here. This is the expectation that you see them as the devil. You see them as somebody who is just nothing but a passer of demons. STD, sexually transmitted demons. Did you have lucky with this person at one point? Why does that keep coming to mind? Because now this person is lacking. You knew that they were lacking because you know this person was nothing but a page to you. They tried to appear to be good news, but all the time they were doing nasty things behind your back, collective. Oh, what they want? Tell them to go away. Here is the possible outcome in this situation. Here is the possible outcome. The possible outcome is that you've put this to rest for good. Do you know what I mean? You put this to rest, and why? Because they were causing you nothing but stress. You saw for when you see this, this is you seeing right through it. You're probably up at night. You was up at night. You're not anymore, but you was up at night thinking about what this person was doing. It caused you anguish, and you saw it for what it was. Do you know what I mean? This a person appeared to be good news. They may have even tried to apologize more than once, but did they take accountability? You saw them for what it was. You saw the truth. You saw the truth, Ruth. Big up on herself. What truth did you see in this situation? What truth did you see, collective? I don't know. But here's what it is. You know, in these circumstances, this is the current situation. This person is feeling burdened. They're thinking about the love that you had. They know they're not going to win you back. That is always going to take bloody hard work, okay? Because you see them as nothing but the devil now. You see them as nothing but a trapation, a stabation, a trication, a jugulation. Do you know what I mean? And I'm holding this card up because you know the truth now. Do you know what I mean? The outcome of this is that you just see them as something in your past. You're not looking back. You're seeing them as somebody who the outcome is you've put this to rest for good with the Four of Swords. This person may try and come back and apologize, but will they have accountability? Because there was nothing but stress to you. And that's the truth, Ruth. You see them for what it is. Collective, that's crazy. I've still got questions. There's still questions. Like, what was the karma they went through? Why did they use the strategy of being trustworthy when they knew they wasn't? Why did you eventually turn your back on this situation? What was it that they were doing behind your back while you said no? And what truth did you come to? What truth did you come to? I'm going to leave that there, collective. I might do an extended, which will be over on my Patreon. So if you're interested and you want to know what the hell, because I'm going to take this further, what the hell is going on? This is crazy. We're going to take this further. So thank you for being here. I know I did this live, and it's not a long one, but it's a good one. And if you are into readings, please join me over on Patreon. If you like memberships, please join me over on Patreon. If you like readings on a monthly basis, again, meet me over on Patreon. I'm going to do a Patreon only reading now, so you have to be a member to see it. But yeah, so it's going to be exclusive for Patreon only, the extended to this. So I'm leaving it there. Until next time, please take care. Okay, and I'm your Haringe Cure.